this is piece of cake. I have been asked about how I did my cake. I do it as a hobby. I just bake my kids' birthday cakes. I finally decided to do videos of the cakes that I made, so I'm gonna remake some of my cakes, and I'm also gonna do a lot more for you guys. So, and I hope you subscribe. And this is my first video. We're gonna do an Elsa doll cake. I actually pre-baked the cake, but I'm gonna show you the video of how I did it, what's my ingredients. So here it is. So guys, please check the description below for the complete list of ingredients. Our first step is to beat vanilla, egg, and sugar for about 10 minutes. You will add in the oil while it beats, and then you will add in all the other dry ingredients alternately with milk until it becomes smooth. And then you will bake it for 350 Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes. So that's it. That's how easy to bake this cake, but you could use any recipes you have. So I have this 3 6-inch cakes and a dome. The most exciting part for me in making cakes is actually decorating. I've actually pre-knit some of the fondants that we're gonna use. We're gonna use blue, well actually 3 shades of blue for the dress, of course. And then I'm also gonna have white fondant and silver sprinkles. And then we have this white sprinkles, a lot of sprinkles, and a fondant cutter that is, of course, snowflakes. I have some pearl dusts. This is silver and this is pearl or white. Of course, I have some vegetable shortening. When you need the fondant, it doesn't stick on your hand. So you put it as a lotion, like a lotion. And then, ta-da! What is this? What is this? I'm gonna use buttercream frosting, both for filling and frosting the cake. And of course, an Elsa doll. Do you know what this is? So you actually put this around the cake pans when you're baking the cake so that your cakes doesn't dome. See? It's flat. All of them I put them, I wrap them around with this thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it's from Milton. See, it's all flat. The only thing that had dome is this one, because of course I can't put this thing there. To stack up the cake, I put in a little bit of buttercream frosting on our baseboard to stick the first layer of the cake. And then I clean out the top of the cake by cutting out those little bumps just to make it even more flat or more even. And then I fill it in with buttercream frosting. If you would notice, I didn't put the buttercream frosting recipe in this video because you could actually use any buttercream frosting recipe you have, even the ones that you can buy from stores. And then I cut out the hole at the center of the cake for Elsa's legs later. And then I just repeat the process with all the other layers of the cake. And then if there's bumps on the side, just clean it out a bit, cut it out. And then I cover the entire cake with the remaining buttercream frosting. Then we put it in the fridge to set for about 10 to 15 minutes. And while waiting, I prepared Elsa by wrapping around her legs with saran wrap. Then we start the fondant cover for Elsa's gown by rolling out the 3 shades of blue side by side, touching each other's edges. Roll and fold, making sure that the color blends are on the same line. Roll and fold until it reaches your desired color blending, I'd say about 15 times. Then, cut a skirt-like shape on the fondant. Fold the sides with the fondant glue and just create some sort of skirt-like pleats for added design. Make pieces of those and line them to your cake until it's completely covered. cut the excess at the bottom and then insert Elsa at the middle of the cake so that we could start decorating the top part of her gown. For the top, just roll out a small piece of white fondant, lay it to her front. It doesn't have to go all the way to the back. Cut it as a tube top and cut the sides just following the shape of her body. Then using the lightest shade of blue, roll out a fondant enough to cover the one side of Elsa's chest, back and arm. Lay it over that one side and then cut the excess under the arm and side of the body. Gently press the fondant together to close the cuts, again following the shape of the body. And then just do the same on the other side. Then roll 2 shades of blue and wrap it around the waistline. This is to cover the gap between the doll and the cake, and it also adds an accent to the gown. And finally, add a cape at the back since this is added to her gown on Frozen 2.
And that's it! We're done decorating the cake. Here's our Elsa cake! Ta-da! There you go, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Since I wasn't able to record doing the details of it, I'm just gonna show you how it's what I use. I put the sprinkle on it. I use a tweezer to put it just one by one. It's not really hard. Of course, it's just very tiny. And then on the bottom of her gown, I have the snowflakes. I put a little bit of snowflakes and the sprinkle. You just have to dab it a little bit of water so that the sprinkle, the silver sprinkle doesn't really go all over. Yeah, what is that again, sorry?
Flow away.
Flow away, yeah, that's my son. I am so sorry. I was born and raised in Philippines, so guys, bear with my accent. We live in Canada now, so we gotta adapt to the language. But of course, you still have that your natural language. But I try to speak to them as the best that we could, that we are able to understand each other. But yeah, so that's about it. Thank you for watching, guys, and watch out for my next video. I'm gonna do dessert that can go along with your frozen cake. You know, to complete the party. If you're creating a dessert table, you can put it around, you know, to go along with the theme. But for the Elsa cake, again, this is it for now. God bless you all. Bye.